Hey, happy Monday, my peeps. I'm sorry, I won't do that anymore. So I was recently kind of doing an inventory of my bookshelf, which you see behind me, and then I've got books other places around here. I realized that if I organize them by categories, about a third of them would fall under classic literature, which I love classic literature, when the kind of stuff that you read in your high school language classes. The Bronte sisters, Dickens, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. About a sixth of them are newer books, mostly young adult novels, and quite a few of them have to do with autistic main characters, or people who are thought to be probably autistic, even if it doesn't say specifically within the book. Then 1/6 of them are religious type books, and then the last third are all pretty much technical books. My engineering textbooks, of course, but then biographies of Nikola Tesla, autobiography of Stephen Hawking, 4 books on math. Little Green Math book, which has a bunch of different principles explained kind of quickly. The Golden Ratio, which connects math with art and architecture and a whole bunch of different things. It's really interesting. I'm only a little ways into it. Thinking in Numbers, I believe it's an autobiography of Daniel Tammet, and it's about thinking about numbers and thinking in numbers and using numbers to quantify a whole bunch of different stuff. Is God a Mathematician?, which is written by the same guy who did The Golden Ratio. Basically, I like math a whole lot. I like thinking about math. I like learning about it and the history of it and learning about different kind of proofs and different things. I'm an engineer by trade. I mean, I haven't got my degree yet, but I'm learning to be an engineer. And engineers depend a lot on math, but we don't really get to think about math as just math. Several videos ago, I did a video called What is Our Purpose, or What is the Purpose? I'll link it below, and maybe an annotation. If you see a black cat on the screen, that's where the annotation is. In it, I decide that the purpose of everybody's life is to find your passion and use that passion to make the world a better place. I was trying to figure out what my passion was, because I enjoy engineering. I really love programming. I'm a peer tutor and lab assistant in a bunch of programming labs this semester, and I enjoy the heck out of that, creating different designs for microcontrollers and seeing them come to life. That's one of my great joys in life. I was using this to see where my true passion lies, because all the programming and stuff, that's things that I know about because of school, and I learned about because of school, and I'm doing because of school and people telling me that I need to learn this. However, when I go through all of my books and I see 4 math books, and I know I have one more that's not sitting here, but I've got 4 or 5 math books that it's not even like teaching me math, it's about where these concepts started from and the history of it. It makes me think maybe that's where my passion lies, and how can I combine my passion for programming and my passion for teaching people about programming and my passion for math and my passion for learning about the history of math. I want all of these things to be one job. I've got a few different ideas for some educational YouTube channels that I can't devote that much time to right now, and it just kills me that I can't, but I'm gonna have to wait probably until after finals this semester to really devote some time to it. If you're interested in seeing my educational themed channels, let me know in the comments below. I really want to do these, but I also kind of need to know that there's going to be an audience. And so if you are interested in... If you watch Crash Course, this is kind of what I'm thinking. A history of mathematics, and it would be in kind of the same format as Crash Course World History, except focusing solely on the development of mathematics from the time when numbers were first being developed to probably around the time that we were discovering and or inventing calculus. And we would even discuss that, are we inventing or are we discovering mathematics? Because that's a really big topic of discussion for some people. Would you be interested in Crash Course, call it something different, but just to get the idea of it, Crash Course History of Mathematics, SciShow, but about math, and again, we would call it something completely different, but where we would take different mathematical concepts and we would just explain the concept, maybe put a little bit of the history into it, or like who discovered it. So the third option would be who the F is, fill in the blank, and it would be a STEM individual. STEM is science, technology, engineering, or mathematics. And I would go through a short biography, maybe 3 minutes, and then another minute or so talking about their contributions to whatever their field was. A 4-minute quick and dirty biography of a bunch of different scientific individuals. Option number 1, Crash Course History of Mathematics. Option number 2, Math Show. Option number 3, who the F is that? I had a lot to say. Hopefully I cut it down to like a reasonable amount of time. But I love you, sweet dreams, good night.